travel east from the Alliance and cross Fodlan's Throat, you enter the land of Almyra. House Goneril's territory touches the eastern border of the Alliance. They also have Lord Holst, the most valiant warrior in the Alliance. Tasked with keeping watch over the Almyrans' movements, he rarely leaves Goneril territory.
The Alliance leader is too demanding, and the prince is too soft-hearted, don't you think? They spilled much of each other's blood at Gronder. I lost a lot of friends to the Alliance. Sorry, I shouldn't complain. I know this is tactically sound. Everyone seems on board with it, but I'd be lying if I said I didn't have any misgivings.
Yeah, I mean, that would be kind of difficult. If you just lost a bunch of your own friends, and then suddenly it's like, hey, we're now allying with the people that we just lost our friends to. Yeah, that kind of sucks.
What do you think?
Which is all the more reason why I think the Battle for Gronder, or Battle at Gronder, really should have been a fog map, to be honest.
I was getting excited for our big Empire showdown. I spent so much time mentally preparing. Then we shifted focus to Deirdre. I hadn't been expecting that. But, as a knight who's sworn to serve the goddess, I cannot turn a blind ear to those who seek my aid.
We're still searching for Lady Rhea. No news on that, I'm afraid. Lord Arundel, the Emperor's uncle, is the regent of the Empire. If we crush them at Deirdre, maybe we'll capture him and wring some clues out of him.
Yeah, good luck with that.
You know...
What if our luck runs out? It won't. That's what we have Divine Pulse for.
Professor, please?
Praying for your safety. Thank you very much, random NPC. It's Flower Crown month already? Oh. Ah, because it's the Garland Moon. Yeah. I'm guessing this is a translation error. Because in Japanese, that was probably the same name as the actual month. So I'd have to look it up, I honestly don't know. But it sounds incredibly strange. It sounds like a translation error. Alright. Where are we? Oh, we've got a note. Let's go. My dear friend has been behaving strangely. He doesn't seem to have much of an appetite and he's been neighing less often. I'm afraid he may be sick. Seek out an expert opinion. Let's make sure the daughter is fine. Which, by the way, that was very confusing when I first found out that the horse she always talks about, Dorte, is actually a male horse, because in Germany, Dorte is a female name. And I'm like, oh. I hope Judith is alright.
I heard that Deirdre was under attack. I hope Judith is alright. She may be the hero of Daphne, but facing the might of the Empire? I wish there was something more I could do. But I can only pray and hope.
Judith is honestly the one character that I wish had been playable at some point, and never was. It's a crime that we never got to play as Judith, not even in 3 Hopes. So, yeah. She is a bit of a badass on normal and hard. She is made of paper on maddening, so standard NPC stuff.
Dimitri is going to Claude's aid. How great is that? It's like we've gone back to how things were 5 years ago. It's so nice. Just imagine if 80 was there too. I suppose you can't ever really go back to the way things were in the past.
Yeah, Edelgard is the one who started the war, so I'm sorry, but
see you again soon.
If she had wanted to be on nice terms, we would be on nice terms. But we are not. Alright, moving on. Anybody down here? Or anything? Not that I can see. Alright, off we go.
Really? You know...
Right.
Hey, you.
Okay.
Hi.
Say hello to Mom and Dad. Miss you guys.
A moment, please.
And who do we have here? Sylvain.
About Deirdre, the aquatic capital. I've heard it's a magnificent city, you know? If we're going, I wish it wasn't to wage war. It'd be more fun to visit with a cute girl on my arm.
Yeah, I'm sure it would be.
Yeah? Maybe you and me? That'd be a good reason to survive the war.
No. How about you and Ingrid? I paired you two up for a reason. Seriously. Oh.
Hey,
Okay.
Let's see. It was over 20 years ago. There was an illness raging across Ferdiad, while people were dying left and right. It was Cornelia who saved the kingdom from that dreadful illness. No, I hear she was originally an imperial scholar. She was in the kingdom by my father's invitation. People praised Cornelia as a saint for ending the epidemic. But there came a day when she completely changed. Her behavior, mannerisms, likes, dislikes, everything.
So that would be the day when she was murdered and replaced by one of those who sliver in the dark. Also, from what I hear from Japanese players, in the Japanese version, the way Dimitri words it makes sure that he was not actually there, or at least he doesn't remember it. It's more like hearsay. But it does fit with what we hear about other people who were killed and then replaced by those who sliver in the dark.
Despite all that, Father still appointed her to a high post. After all, she had saved the kingdom from ruin by that disease. But above all, my stepmother trusted her. That's why what that woman said is... Never mind.
That hurts. Did I give him back his items, by the way? Yes, I did. Awesome.
Lord Rodrigue Fraldarius has passed on. Margrave Gautier has assumed his position and is now gathering the lords of the Eastern Territories. House Gautier is equal in prestige to House Fraldarius. Sylvain is a Gautier. These lords are reorganizing the Fargus army and eradicating any remaining factions that claim allegiance to the Empire. Of course, His Highness is being kept apprised with regular reports, but it falls to me to monitor him and ensure he does not try to take on too much. I would ask you to do the same. If you take your eyes off that man, even for a moment, he is liable to do something rash.
Yeah, as we saw in the cutscene just after we liberated Ferdiad, Dimitri is a bit of a workaholic.
Right.
You gotta stop that man for his own good sometimes. We are in the Margrave Steppe. That would be Margrave Gautier, I guess? Sylvain's dad.
It'll take a little while yet for the capital to be restored to its former glory. But it's not dead yet. Doesn't matter how many times you put the people of Ferdiad down. They'll get right back up again. Just you watch. Before long, things will be back to how they were.
Let's hope so. I do like Ferdiad.
No.
Alright, no items here. Oh, there we got something. Black sand steel.
Professor!
We're gonna go help Claude? I haven't seen him in forever. Wonder how he's been. I chose this side because I believe in you, Professor. But it's not like I got anything against Claude. Well, he loved parties. And he was full of some pretty good jokes. I got no clue what'll happen to the Alliance. But I sure hope Claude doesn't die.
Alright. Gatekeeper, what do you have for us?
Professor? Greetings, Professor. Nothing to report.
Deirdre is known as the aquatic capital. It's a beautiful town with streets that seem to float on the water and an impressive harbor. In times of peace, it would be a wonderful place for a holiday. Anyway, best of luck in the next battle.
Everybody wants to go on a Deirdre vacation. I love this. Don't lose focus. No, we won't. No worries there.
Professor?
Alright, merchant.
Hello there. Return soon, please.
Do we need any teas? Let me look it up. Garland Moon. I'm gonna need 2 bergamot, I think. Or did we already do the bergamot ones? Let me have a look at the calendar. Oh, we already did all of those. Nice.
Hello there.
So we just have to
Return
look
soon,
for
please.
next month. That would be 2 times ginger and 1 times sweet apple. Okay.
Hello there.
So we need 1 more ginger.
This one, yes?
We
This one,
don't
yes?
need any more fishing
This one,
because
yes?
we are done with the food.
I think this one, yes? I thank you. This one,
So,
yes? I thank you. Return
Just
soon,
1
please.
ginger tea, smithing materials, and then we're done.
Hey, welcome.
Let's get some flowers.
You have a good eye. A pleasure to come again.
We have so much money that we don't need right now. You always wanted to visit Deirdre, well, you're not coming with us.
There's unrest I hope they...
Does she have anything in her shop that I need? Master Seals. I think we're actually good on Master Seals for now. And you don't have anything that I need either. Okay.
Tell your friends. Professor. Professor. Hey.
We can't actually join you on the battlefield, but rest assured that we're there in spirit. We're doing everything we can to support the army. So give it your all out there.
Well, I guess it's something.
We took Ferdiad back, but I never found the time to go shopping there. When the war's over and the city is revitalized, I'd like to visit again. Will you come with me, Professor?
I will probably be hella busy, but okay.
Really? Oh, I'm so glad. Although, I suppose we have bigger things on our plate, like Claude. He's in big trouble. I bet my family is too. We have to help them, Professor. I know we can't lose with you on our side.
We actually can't lose with Dimitri on our side, because that man just tears through everybody. Like, seriously, you can just solo this entire game with Dimitri very, very easily.
How's this? I am being told you can see the sea from Deirdre. Not just see, that it is right there in front of you. In Bridget, the sea has great closeness. I would be looking at it every day. But in Garrick Mach, we cannot look at the sea. So I am feeling drawn to Deirdre.
So, fun fact, you might think that she wants to say the ocean is beautiful, but actually you get support points if you choose this one.
That is true. The ghosts of the sea have vengeance in their hearts. If they are wanting to take you, you cannot be saved.
But yeah, she's a bit homesick. Oh. Already have all of that. Okay. Do we have anybody on the 2nd floor? No. Okay.
No.
Alright. Crops, let's go. You made a flower crown. Aww. Who are you going to give it to? I thought they were only for close friends and lovers.
Claude. Which one was he again? Oh, right. Yeah, of course I
I remember him. It's just, I can't picture his face. Don't remember what he looks like. I'm not sure if I ever knew.
Yeah, it does have harvesting, and the thing is, the harvesting is actually kind of important because it gives you, depending on what you plant, it gives you ingredients you need for cooking, and occasionally for quests, which is why we have this gather the supply. Actually, I should point this way for you guys on the camera. On the left side of the screen, we have gather the requested resources. This is a quest that we cannot currently finish because we don't have chickpeas, and I could plant stuff that will give me chickpeas. The problem is, what I'm planting instead, the flowers, has a chance of giving me stat boosters. And this quest is not worth giving up stat boosters. So that's why I'm planting flowers all the time.
So war finally comes to the Alliance territories. I don't mean that there's never been fighting on Alliance soil, of course. There have been countless skirmishes between neighboring lords, as well as conflicts with Almyra. But this is an invasion by an army of the Empire. It's a whole different animal. I don't want to see my family get dragged into this. I hope we can drive back the Empire.
Your family isn't really all that great from everything you've told us about it, but yeah, sure, we'll make sure they don't get involved in the fighting. Also, I should mention that the harvesting is actually not that difficult and not that annoying. I mean, once you know the basics of it, it goes really quickly and it doesn't take much work and you get a bunch of stuff out of it. What is really annoying is the fishing, because we have already been through this. There is an event. Every time you fish, you get professor experience for your fish. And in the beginning of the game, you start out with very limited professor rank, which means you can only get you can only do 3 activities a day. You can only fight one battle a week. And it's really important that you get that professor rank up as quickly as possible. And there's an event in chapter 9 which allows you to get multiple fish per catch, which means you can get multiple professor XP per catch. So the most effective way of playing this game is to save all of your bait until you get to that event, and then just spend 2 to 3 hours fishing. Fishing, 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 fishing. I did that one off screen because I figured nobody wants to watch me on stream just sitting there fishing for 3 hours. It was as boring as watching paint dry. But it is the most efficient way to play this game, unfortunately. Thankfully, we only have to do it once. I did still keep on buying the fishing lures in case we need to fish for more, fish for food. But since we have already paired up everybody who... Yeah, a fishing game with bonus Fire Emblem, pretty much. Since we have already paired up everything who I want to pair up, we no longer need meals, we no longer need to fish, we no longer need the gardening for food resources, we just need gardening for stat boosters.
Deirdre, huh? I've always wanted to go there. In Fargus, most of the towns are pretty much glorified fortresses. So, to hear about a place called the Aquatic Capital, it just sounds so elegant. When the war's over, I hope I can visit with everyone there.
Well, if we're lucky, we might get there today.
I went to visit my adoptive father at his home in the capital. He used to grovel at Cornelia's feet when the city was under her control. But after it was liberated, he started courting the kingdom instead. Absolutely. He's hopeless. I suppose when you're a merchant, that's all you know. No matter what becomes of the world, it'll always be plagued by people like him.
Mercedes is not mincing words here. Ouch. For her father is a bit of an asshole, so let's be clear about that. She's not wrong there.
Hi.
Shamir.
Claude, eh? He always was sharp among his peers. Never let himself get caught up in conventions. He wasn't typical in Fodlan. I'd like to save him if we can. You may be right.
Hello, my guardian. And you guys know what's the best thing about this game? You may not be able to pet the cats, but you can feed the cats. If you have the DLC. If you don't have the DLC, you can't. But if you have the DLC, you can feed all the kittens if you want. I remember I had one playthrough where I spent my last week in the entire playthrough just running around the monastery and feeding all the kittens. Because I was so bored. And I had a bunch of fish left over, so I was like, let's just go and feed all the cats.
A hungry hero is no better than a well-fed soldier. Do you know that saying? No? That's because I just made it up. If you're hungry, you're never going to be at full strength. Keep your belly full and stay strong.
Alright, so we don't need to have any food with anybody for pairing up, but we could still benefit from having some people increase their ranks. So we are going to use Ferdinand and honestly Ferdinand, Lawrence, Lysithia and Hanuman. I think those should be the ones that we take next. Ferdinand, Lysithia, Lawrence, and Hanuman. And of course, none of these guys need food here, so we're just gonna go with Happy and Catherine.
Eating food always fun.
Wow.
And I know I can take the 2-fish saute for Hanuman and Lysithia. And then we just need to find something for Ferdinand and Lawrence.
What a company we are. A master of Christology. One who aspires, and one who helps people.
Obviously, I'm the one who aspires. So that means the professor is the one helping others? Huh.
Yeah, that's what I generally do. I try to help people. Thank you for noticing. We have Lawrence, but no Ferdinand. Oh. Oh wow, do we only have one thing left that Ferdinand likes? That seems kind of weird. Let me actually look it up, because this is kind of taking forever. I have a helpful little cheat document that I can basically use that has a bunch of really nice information, so I'm just gonna look up what these two actually both like. Bourgeois pike and... oh, that's good. We can use that. Yeah, I would understand that you guys like the bourgeois pike for the expensive noble stuff.
Pristine manners are essential, even if the quality of the food is poor. Wouldn't you agree, Ferdinand?
Indeed. We may not care for the meal, but we must show our respect for the person.
Excuse me? Did you just insult the cooks of Garrick Mark? Oh, I am not taking either of you to dinner ever again. Fuck you. Okay. Rude. So ungrateful and rude. Oh my god. Where are your manners, people? Seriously. I am appalled. Noble's my ass. Okay. Let's get you your stupid riding rank so you can become a Dark Knight. And let's get you your... oh, your flying rank. There we go. Alright, Lysithia needs more faith. She needs so much more faith, oh my god. Hanuman... yeah, Hanuman could use more, honestly. Let's give you some more.
Just... no matter... just... that...
And Manuela is fine, Aloise is fine. She needs more rank. She's got a B in Lances and a C+. Oof, let's go with Lances.
Thank.
don't need buffers. Oh, she's actually doing pretty well. She's almost at an A. She just needs more levels. Okay, who else do we have? Manuela, Aloise, okay. Manuela it is then.
What?
Alright. Goals. Let's see. Yeah, this all looks good so far. Flying only, riding and bows. Yeah. Okay. Begin training. Let's see. Nope. You already have your lance rank. You don't need that. Oh, and now we get a birthday gift from Dimitri. So, canonically, Byleth's birthday is in the Horsebow Moon, which would be September. The game ends in August, in the Verdant Rain Moon. So, if you choose the canonical birthday, you will only get one birthday gift. This is why I put it specifically into a time frame where we can get 2 birthday gifts, and I put it in a time frame where we can get both of them from Dimitri. Because if our birthday was before Dimitri, if it was while he was still in his psychotic episode, we would not have gotten a gift from him, we would have gotten a gift from Gilbert. But I wanted both of these from Dimitri, so there we go. Okay, yeah, let's go.